Uruguay is undoubtedly a unique and beautiful place. It is rapidly developing economically, is one of the most stable in South America, providing a secure environment for foreign retirees. They carefully ensure that the country's population is well educated. It boasts a 98% literacy rate, making it one of the most educated countries in Latin America. But we cannot overlook the beauty of the country, as it has over 400 miles of stunning Atlantic coastline, offering some of the best beach towns for retirement. Montevideo, Uruguay's capital, is consistently ranked as the city with the highest quality of life in Latin America. Have we succeeded in piquing your interest? Then join us, we're starting right now. Uruguay, with its stunning coastline, mild climate, and welcoming culture, is quickly becoming a popular destination for retirees looking for a peaceful, stable, and high-quality life. While the country might not be the first option that comes to mind when considering retirement abroad, it offers numerous advantages that make it an appealing choice. Whether you're drawn by its laid-back lifestyle, secure environment, or appealing economic policies, Uruguay has much to offer. In this guide, we'll explore everything you need to know about retiring in this South American gem, including visa requirements, housing, the cost of living, and local culture, particularly focusing on the intriguing dynamics of its women, such as the notable Uruguayan women. Additionally, we will delve into the country's geography, economic situation, and some interesting facts that make Uruguay a unique place to live. Visa requirements and residency for retirees. For those planning to retire in Uruguay, the most suitable visa is the rentista visa, which is tailored for foreigners who can demonstrate a stable monthly income. To qualify for this visa, you must show proof of a pension or other income sources that amount to at least $1,500 American dollars per month. The application process is relatively straightforward, and Uruguay's government has made it accessible, particularly for retirees. However, it is worth noting that visa applications must be processed in person in Uruguay, and you should be prepared to provide official documentation, including proof of income, birth certificates, and criminal background checks from your home country. Once approved for the rentista visa, retirees are granted temporary residency, which can be upgraded to permanent residency after 2 years. Permanent residents enjoy nearly all the rights of Uruguayan citizens, including access to public health care and education, and after 5 years, you may be eligible for Uruguayan citizenship. Housing and cost of living. The cost of living in Uruguay is relatively moderate, though it can vary greatly depending on whether you settle in the capital, Montevideo, or in smaller coastal towns like Punta del Este or Colonia del Sacramento. Renting a modest apartment in Montevideo's city center costs around $500 to $700 American dollars per month, while properties in coastal areas may be slightly more expensive due to their desirable locations. For those looking to buy property, Uruguay's real estate market is quite open to foreigners. You can expect to pay between $100,000 to $200,000 American dollars for a small house or apartment in a good neighborhood. Utilities and groceries are reasonably priced, with monthly utility costs averaging $100 to $150 American dollars and a typical grocery bill around $300 to $400 American dollars for a couple. Healthcare is another aspect where Uruguay shines. The country offers both public and private healthcare systems, with private healthcare being highly affordable compared to Western standards. A comprehensive health insurance plan with excellent coverage costs between $150 to $250 American dollars per month. Life in Uruguay, the people and culture. Uruguayans are known for their relaxed and friendly demeanor. The country is relatively small, with a population of just over 3 million people, so it often feels like a close-knit community. People are typically welcoming towards foreigners, and many Uruguayans speak at least some English, especially in the larger cities. Women play a significant role in the cultural fabric of Uruguay, and they are often seen as strong, independent figures in society. Uruguayan women are typically well-educated, career-focused, and highly involved in family life. They also maintain traditional values of hospitality and community, making the integration into social circles a warm experience for newcomers. Interestingly, Uruguay has become a melting pot of various cultures, and among its foreign communities are Serbian women who have found a unique place in the country's social landscape. They often bring their rich traditions and strong family ties, blending seamlessly into Uruguay's diverse society. This intercultural exchange enriches Uruguay's already vibrant social scene, adding depth to its cultural mosaic. Geography and climate. Nestled between Brazil and Argentina, Uruguay enjoys a favorable geographical location with more than 400 miles of Atlantic coastline. The country boasts mild temperatures, rarely experiencing extremes of heat or cold, making it a comfortable place to live year-round. Summers are warm, but not too hot, with temperatures averaging around 28 degrees Celsius, while winters are mild, with averages of about 10 degrees Celsius. Uruguay's natural beauty is one of its most attractive features. Its coastline is dotted with charming seaside towns, while the interior offers rolling green plains and vineyards. The capital city, Montevideo, is a mix of colonial architecture, modern infrastructure, and beautiful parks. Economic situation. Uruguay is one of the most stable and prosperous countries in South America. Its economy relies heavily on agriculture, particularly beef and wool production. But it has also diversified in recent years, with significant investments in renewable energy and technology. The country has a relatively low unemployment rate, a stable inflation rate, and a high standard of living compared to many of its South American neighbors. The local currency, the Uruguayan peso, is stable, and while the cost of living is higher than in some other Latin American countries, the quality of life more than makes up for it. Pensions and savings from abroad can go a long way here, especially if your income is in stronger currencies like the American dollar or the euro. Things to do and what to see. Uruguay may be small in size, but it's packed with diverse experiences, rich history, and stunning natural beauty. From cosmopolitan cities to charming beach towns, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Here's a closer look at some of the must-see places and activities in this hidden South American gem. The capital, Montevideo. The capital's blend of history and modernity. Montevideo, Uruguay's capital, is a vibrant mix of old-world charm and modern sophistication. Here are some highlights. Ciudad Vieja. The city's old town is a treasure trove of colonial architecture, quaint cafes, and artisan shops. Plaza Independencia, Montevideo's main square, marks the entrance to Ciudad Vieja and is home to the Solis Theater, one of the oldest theaters in South America. Rambla de Montevideo. Stretching along the coastline for over 13 miles, the Rambla is perfect for strolling, biking, or just relaxing by the water. It offers stunning views of the city and the sea, especially at sunset. Mercado del Puerto. This historic market is a foodie's paradise. Enjoy a traditional asado, grilled meats, at one of the many steakhouses, and sample some of the finest Uruguayan wines. Museo Nacional de Artes Visuales. For art lovers, this museum houses an impressive collection of Uruguayan modern art, including works by the renowned painter Joaquín Torres Garcia. Punta del Este. The South American Saint-Tropez, known as a playground for the rich and famous, Punta del Este is one of the most glamorous destinations in Uruguay, often compared to Saint-Tropez. It's particularly popular with both South American and international visitors during the summer months, December to March. Playa Brava and Playa Mansa. Punta del Este is famous for its beaches, with Playa Brava known for its powerful waves, and Playa Mansa offering calm waters perfect for swimming. Playa Brava is also home to the iconic La Mano sculpture, featuring giant fingers rising out of the sand. Casa Pueblo. This unique, whitewashed structure was built by the Uruguayan artist Carlos Páez Villaró. Part museum, part art gallery, and part hotel, it offers panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean and is a must-visit for art enthusiasts. Gorriti Island. Just a short boat ride from Punta del Este, Gorriti Island offers secluded beaches, walking trails, and the ruins of old fortifications, making it a peaceful escape from the bustling town. Colonia del Sacramento, a step back in time. UNESCO World Heritage Site. Colonia del Sacramento is a charming colonial town that feels like a step back in time. Barrio Histórico. The historic quarter, with its cobblestone streets and colonial buildings, is a delight to explore on foot. Climb the 19th century lighthouse for panoramic views of the town and the Rio de la Plata, Puerta de la Ciudadela. This iconic stone gateway, part of the old city walls, is a popular photo spot and a reminder of Colonia's strategic importance during colonial times. Museu Português. Learn about the town's Portuguese heritage and its role in the struggle between Spanish and Portuguese forces. José Ignacio, Bohemian luxury by the sea. Just a short drive from Punta del Este, José Ignacio is an exclusive but laid-back beach town that has become a favorite destination for those seeking a quieter, more relaxed atmosphere. Playa Vic. This is the beach to be for those who want to combine natural beauty with luxury. It's surrounded by upscale hotels and gourmet restaurants, but it retains a peaceful, almost untouched vibe. Laguna Garzón. This serene lagoon is ideal for birdwatching, fishing, and water sports like windsurfing and kayaking. A unique circular bridge crossing the lagoon is one of the most Instagrammable spots in Uruguay. La Paloma and Cabo Polonio, off-the-beaten-path beaches. For those seeking a more rugged, off-the-beaten-path beach experience, La Paloma and Cabo Polonio offer unspoiled natural beauty. La Paloma, known for its surf-friendly beaches, La Paloma is a quiet beach town perfect for those looking to escape the crowds. It's a haven for nature lovers, with birdwatching, surfing, and hiking opportunities. Cabo Polonio. Accessible only by 4x4 vehicles, Cabo Polonio feels like a world apart. This remote village is known for its windswept dunes, sea lion colonies, and absence of electricity in most houses. The iconic Cabo Polonio lighthouse offers stunning views of the Atlantic Ocean and is an unforgettable experience for any visitor. Carmelo. Wine and relaxation. Located in Uruguay's wine country, Carmelo is a small town on the banks of the Rio de la Plata, known for its vineyards, boutique hotels, and quiet riverside vibe. Uruguayan wine tours. Uruguay is famous for its Tanat wine, and Carmelo is one of the best places to enjoy a wine tour. Many vineyards offer tastings and tours of their facilities, often set in beautiful countryside. Playa Serre. A peaceful beach on the river, Playa Serre is perfect for relaxing, swimming, and picnicking. Casino and yacht club. Carmelo is home to one of Uruguay's oldest casinos, as well as a yacht club where you can watch stunning sunsets over the river. Hot springs in Salto and Paysandú, Uruguay, is also home to natural hot springs, primarily found in the Salto and Paysandú regions, along the Uruguay River. These hot springs are perfect for a relaxing getaway and offer thermal baths with various health benefits. Termas del Daimon. Located just outside Salto, these are the most popular hot springs in Uruguay, featuring public and private thermal baths. Termas de Almirón. Located near Paysandú. These springs are the only salty thermal baths in Uruguay, making them a unique experience. Exploring Uruguay's rural heartland. Uruguay's rural interior, known as Los Campos, is a region of vast plains, cattle ranches, and gaucho, cowboy, culture. Estancias, ranches. Many estancias offer visitors the chance to experience traditional rural life. Stay at a working ranch, ride horses across the plains, and enjoy the warm hospitality of Uruguay's countryside. San Gregorio de Polanco. This small town, known as the City of Murals, offers a mix of art and nature. It's set on the banks of a lake and is famous for the colorful murals that adorn many of its buildings. Before ending this video, here are some crazy facts about Uruguay. Uruguay has the longest national anthem in the world. The Uruguayan national anthem, Himno Nacional, lasts over 6 minutes in its full version, making it the longest of any country. Uruguay is one of the most secular countries in Latin America. The separation of church and state has been deeply ingrained in Uruguay's political and social life since the early 20th century. Public holidays, for example, are often referred to with secular names, such as Family Day instead of Christmas. Uruguayans love mate, a traditional drink made from the leaves of the yerba mate plant. Mate is a national obsession. Uruguay has one of the highest per capita consumption rates of mate in the world, with people often seen carrying a thermos and a mate cup wherever they go. Uruguay has no official religion. As a reflection of its secularism, Uruguay has no official religion, and less than half of its population identifies as religious. First country in the world to fully legalize cannabis. Uruguay made history in 2013 by becoming the first country to legalize the production, sale, and consumption of cannabis under a strictly regulated government framework. Uruguay has more cows than people. The country's cattle population is around 3 times larger than its human population, making beef production a central part of Uruguay's economy. The first FIFA World Cup was held in Uruguay. Uruguay hosted and won the inaugural FIFA World Cup in 1930. The country has a strong football tradition and continues to be a formidable force in international football. Uruguay is a world leader in renewable energy. Over 95% of Uruguay's electricity comes from renewable sources, such as wind, solar, and hydropower, making it one of the greenest countries on the planet. Uruguay is small but well-educated. With a population of just over 3 million people, Uruguay is one of the most educated countries in Latin America, with a high literacy rate and strong public education system. Uruguay's flag represents the Sun of May. The sun featured on the Uruguayan flag, known as the Sun of May, symbolizes the May Revolution of 1810, which led to independence movements across Latin America. It also represents freedom and the beginning of a new era. Finally, the pros and cons of retiring in Uruguay. Stable economy and government. Uruguay is one of the most politically stable countries in Latin America. It has a strong democratic tradition, transparent government policies, and a steady economy that provides a sense of financial security. The Uruguayan government encourages foreign investment, including the purchase of property by retirees. Welcoming residency and visa policies. Uruguay's Rentista visa is designed specifically for retirees who can prove a steady income from pensions or savings. With a low income requirement of around $1,500 American dollars per month, it is relatively easy to qualify. After gaining temporary residency, you can apply for permanent residency in as little as 2 years. Uruguay also allows foreigners to buy property without restrictions, adding to its retiree-friendly nature. High quality of life. Uruguay consistently ranks as having one of the highest standards of living in Latin America. It has well-developed healthcare, high levels of personal safety, good infrastructure, and modern amenities. Montevideo, the capital, regularly appears in quality of life rankings for Latin American cities, noted for its clean environment, good public services, and access to cultural activities. Excellent healthcare. Uruguay offers both public and private healthcare systems, and its medical services are considered some of the best in South America. The private healthcare sector is affordable, with high-quality facilities and doctors who are often trained in Europe or the United States. A private health plan can cost between $150 to $250 American dollars per month, which is a bargain compared to Western healthcare systems. Mild climate. Uruguay enjoys a temperate climate with warm summers and mild winters. You won't experience extreme heat or cold, making it a pleasant place to live year-round. The coastal areas benefit from refreshing breezes, while the interior is ideal for those who prefer a slightly cooler climate during winter months. Beautiful beaches and natural scenery. Uruguay's Atlantic coastline is renowned for its stunning beaches, from the luxury resort town of Punta del Este to the serene and rustic Cabo Polonio. Inland, the country offers rolling hills, vineyards, and ranches, giving retirees a range of environments to explore. The slower pace of life in smaller towns like Colonia del Sacramento and La Paloma is perfect for those looking to relax and enjoy nature. Safe and peaceful environment. Uruguay has one of the lowest crime rates in Latin America, making it an attractive option for retirees who prioritize safety. The country's peaceful political climate and low corruption levels contribute to its overall sense of security and tranquility. Cultural richness and friendly people. Uruguayans are known for their laid-back, welcoming nature, which can make integration into local society easier for foreigners. The country also has a vibrant arts and music scene, with frequent cultural festivals, performances, and events. Whether in Montevideo's lively streets or the serene coastal towns, you'll find a rich cultural experience waiting. Cons of retiring in Uruguay. Higher cost of living. While Uruguay is more affordable than North America or Western Europe, it is still one of the more expensive countries in Latin America. Imported goods, electronics, and cars can be quite expensive due to high import taxes. Food costs, especially for imported items, can also be relatively high compared to other Latin American countries. Real estate in desirable areas, like Montevideo or Punta del Este, can also be pricey, especially for beachfront properties. Bureaucratic challenges. Although the residency process is relatively straightforward, Uruguay is known for its bureaucracy. Obtaining residency or completing paperwork can sometimes be slow, and navigating the government's processes may require patience. Some retirees hire lawyers or local facilitators to help with the paperwork and ensure everything is handled smoothly. Limited English-speaking population. Spanish is the official language of Uruguay, and while English is increasingly spoken in tourist areas and by younger generations, many older Uruguayans and people outside the capital may not speak it. This language barrier can make day-to-day interactions more difficult, especially in dealing with government offices, banks, or medical services. Learning at least basic Spanish will make life much easier for long-term retirees. Less developed public transportation. Public transportation in Uruguay, particularly in smaller towns, can be limited. While Montevideo has a well-functioning bus network, other regions may not be as well connected. This means that owning a car may be necessary if you plan to live in rural areas or towns outside of Montevideo. However, car prices are high, and gasoline is relatively expensive compared to other Latin American countries. Tax considerations. Uruguay has a favorable tax regime for foreigners, particularly for retirees, as foreign-sourced income is generally not taxed. However, the country does have a wealth tax and a value-added tax, VAT, that applies to most goods and services. It's important to understand how these taxes will affect your budget, especially if you plan to purchase property. Limited entertainment options. Outside major cities. While Montevideo and Punta del Este offer plenty of entertainment options, such as theaters, restaurants, and cultural events, smaller towns and rural areas may offer fewer amenities and activities. Retirees who enjoy a vibrant nightlife or diverse cultural scene may feel somewhat limited if they choose to live in more remote areas. Seasonal tourism crowds in coastal areas. During the summer months, December to March, Uruguay's coastal areas, especially Punta del Este, become crowded with tourists from Argentina, Brazil, and other countries. This influx can drive up prices and make finding accommodations more difficult. If you prefer a quieter lifestyle, it's worth considering how tourism might impact your chosen location. Limited international air connections. Uruguay has fewer direct international flights compared to larger Latin American countries. While Montevideo's Carrasco International Airport does connect to major cities in South America and a few international destinations, you might find limited options for direct flights to North America or Europe, often requiring connections through Brazil or Argentina. If you found this video helpful and enjoyed learning about what Uruguay has to offer for retirement, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content about exciting retirement destinations and travel tips. Also, check out our other videos to explore more amazing places to live around the world. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.